like, at all. So going to the beach isn't my my number one, but I trust Tex's
I thought you were going to do the whole,
skills.
I don't like sand.
I don't mind sand.
Anyway.
I mean, it's a bitch if you get it up your ass or something, but...
That is a very lovely image that will stay with me for way, way too long.
I'm so glad we shared this together.
So am I. So am I. I mean, what could be worse is having sex on the beach and then the sand just going everywhere, and then while you're thrusting your dick in her, it feels like you're grinding it against sandpaper. Because that sand is quite sharp.
I can tell you from experience, you always take a towel.
Yeah, but there's a lot of rolling around during sex. Like, you could easily just roll onto the sand and then it just gets stuck in there.
True.
And that is how you had the Sandman from Spider-Man. Because two people had sex on the beach, the sand fused with the semen, and when it combined, boom, Sandman. Anyway, what's up, guys? It's Joe here, and you join me on my F1 2016 career mode. This is Season 1, Race 16 in Singapore, and I can't keep a straight face after that.
That was pretty good.
I cannot keep a straight face after that.
Welcome and good evening, race fan.
So, with that said, let's just get on with the race weekend, shall we? Right, what do we have for the weather forecast? Because it's Singapore, it's always unpredictable. Try qualifying, and oh my god! Very wet race. Oh, that's going to make things very interesting. Actually, Josh, to be completely honest with you, I have a jinx on this circuit. I have never finished a full race around here.
Today might be your day, dude.
Like, on every F1 game ever, I have never finished a full race on this circuit.
Today's your day.
And I've been playing it since F1 2010, as I just clout the wall to illustrate a point. I have never once got to the end, so I'm hoping today, as you say, will be the day.
Yeah, I reckon. Kick some butt, dude.
Well, I did yesterday. I won at Monza. So yeah, quick season recap. Now we're outside of the European season. We're in the last 7 races now. The first several races were a bit of a mixed bag. I obviously got my first points in round 5, which was in Spain. But since then, it's kind of been gone a bit uphill. I've had 2 race wins. I've had another podium, and you know, another points finish outside of that. So I've had a few points finishes, and I'm hoping to score as many points as I can before the end of the season. I think that's an achievable goal. Not if I drive like that, however. Or that! God, that is not how you take that corner.
Shit, where's that beacon piece?
I'm just trying to work out what all my results were. So I've got 5th in Spain, we've got 2nd in Austria, Silverstone, I got Hungary, I got 6th. I want to say 6th. Germany, I got my first win. I crashed out of Belgium, and I won in Italy. So yeah, I've had, hang on, let me work this out. Spain, Austria, Germany, no, Hungary, Germany, and Italy. 5 points finishes. 3 of them have been on the podium, so when I do well, I do brilliantly. Oh, as I drift out of that corner. I obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit. M9, I haven't finished a race round here like ever. These M9s know nothing. Oh god. Right,
How
let's just
dare
go to
they know
qualifying
nothing?
pace. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh, have you seen that, did you see that link I shared? Regarding the offensive Boys Will Be Boys t-shirt.
Oh, what, the Boys Will Be Boys jumper thingy?
Yeah, from Asda. It's just like, for
Oh,
fuck's
yeah,
sake,
no, I saw that.
it's just
It's
like
just a
the
jumper.
It's just like the I'm having a meltdown t-shirts all over again. And it's just like the people saying,
God.
well, there were people saying that that was offensive to those on the autistic spectrum. And I remember putting a big status up saying, you find it offensive? You don't speak for me, not in my name.
Yeah, right.
And I
Do you know
actually did
what
a big
I
not
would've
in my name post, and I would have actually worn that t-shirt. But apparently, Boys Will Be Boys actually helps perpetrate rape culture, and I'm just like, you're the ones that are sexualizing a child's jumper.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, but like, just because someone has a penis doesn't mean they're gonna rape someone. You know, there are all kinds of rapists. It sounds really bad, but it's true though. You know.
But no,
like,
it's just that I was just reading that, thinking, you know, how you claim that can cause rape culture, and I'm just like, but you're there sexualizing a child's t-shirt. So by your own logic, you are also part of the problem. It's just a fucking kid's t-shirt with a phrase on it that's been used since the dawn of time, and oh god, oh, I've crashed. That illustrates a point, I think. Oh, I need to return to garage. But anyway, it just looks like these days people are just looking for things to get upset by. It's just like, fucking find some chill.
It's just a piss take, man. Like, it does my head in. You can't even wear a jumper nowadays without one person being triggered to shit. It's just. I could go on, but I shan't ruin your live stream. I'll be chill.
Mate, this live stream was ruined the minute it went on me.
I thought you were gonna say the minute it went on your channel. Oh, yeah, nah, it's cool.
Right, here we go. Oh. Right, here we go. Let's try this again, preferably without crashing. I really don't like this track. Oh great, I've got a slow Haas in my way now. He just has to get out of my way.
Oh yeah.
Nice pun there. Well, it's because the team is called Haas, which is why I'm saying he just has to get out of my way. Otherwise he's being a right pain in the Haas. I could go on with these puns, but my delta is up 0.666 at the first sector, and that I laughed so much at that I made a mistake and went wide.
Well, shit.
Gutierrez, will you get out of my way, you taco-eating bellend?
Racist pun.
Oh wow! Wow! You saw me there. You clearly saw me! Hashtag rage. That was the official hashtag of last night. Oh my god, what am I doing? Last night's live stream on Rainbow Six Siege, it was hashtag rage. Or hashtag Joe Rage. I've lost a whole second now because of him. I've lost a whole second of my life that I want back.
Adds Lindemann reference here. Hate my life.
And I hate you. I hate my wife.
And her boyfriend too.
That is one hell of a song.
The bass line's
Praise a born. Golden Shower's a good one as well.
It is indeed, man.
Oh my god! How have I locked up so badly around there? Oh, I give up. I give up.
I've just finished installing, downloading Don't Starve Together. It's like a multiplayer version of Don't Starve.
Oh, I already got the perfect score anyway, so why was I carrying on? Oh my god. Oh, hashtag rage. Get writing that in the comments if you're watching the stream. Hashtag rage.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I managed to complete the program and get the points. No thanks to Gutierrez.
Guess who made the gossip columns this morning? Everyone's talking about this new rival you have.
Wow,
Check his stats out.
Oh, I've got a new rival. Kimi Räikkönen!
For fuck's sake, Kimmy!
How am I supposed to beat him? He's in a car that's about 10 times quicker than mine. Nice one, game. Just give me a rival that I can't beat.
It's late in the evening here in Singapore and it...
Right, first qualifying session. Oh, the race is going to be horrendous because it's full wet rain.
I thought you did well in the rain, or was it only a little bit of rain?
I do well in the rain, but this track in the wet is absolutely horrific to drive. It's about the tracks, like, some tracks I'm an absolute ace at in the rain. Like, take the race I did in Spain, where I led half of it, only for when the rain stopped for me to lose 2 seconds a lap. Like, I do well in the rain, but at this track, where, because it's a slower track, it takes longer to lap, and you've got 31 laps to do, which take about 2 minutes each. In the rain, a little bit more, and it's going to be a mostly wet race. And the car slides everywhere, constantly. And it's a street circuit, which means there's walls that are always very close proximity to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tricky race. Mind you, I'm expecting I'll crash out within like 1 lap. I'll be surprised if I make the first corner. Right, here we go. First qualifying. Can I get out of Q1? I'm glad I don't have Jeff saying it'll be tough to get out of it anymore. It's just like, I'm glad you've stopped saying that. I think my goal for this race is to just try and get a handful of points if I can. Well, if I can get to the end. Failing that, just get to the end. Oh my god, I've got to stop doing that. So far so good on my lap. Pretty smooth. Ooh. Oh shit, oh I ruined it, oh. Never mind, the whole purpose of this lap is to get out of the first part of qualifying, and I think I'm going to do that comfortably. As long as I don't crash in the last couple of corners. You're just anticipating a loud, frustrated yell. Oh, that's interesting. I made a mistake and I'm still looking quite competitive. I will take that. Great, now I've got that bloody song stuck in my head now. Ooh, top 4. That's good. I'm looking really good here. Placing my slow little car up the field. Right, into Q2. Well, I think I've killed Strauss.
I'm always dead, dude.
Dead inside. Da, 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 da. Right. I feel like, though, in regards to his solo stuff, it loses a little something because it's in English. I don't know if that's just me, but I just feel like when he sings in German, it's better.
True. But I kind of like how when he done Lindemann, like when he done his little side project, that he done it in English. Like I quite like the diversity. I do prefer him when he's singing in German, but the diversity between, you know, he can do Rammstein, he can do Lindemann, you know, he can do his own thing, and he's made it diverse. I really do like that. But he is a better singer when he's doing German, but he's a German guy, so it makes sense, really. Yeah. It's like us trying to sing in Japanese, yeah.
Oh.
It's just...
I've just locked up my tyres. There's a wall! Okay, I didn't crash into it, it's all good. The wall can be there, that's fine, but I just can't crash into it. I am so dreading this race. It's the one I dread anytime I play F1 because, like I said, I've never finished a full race around here before. Is that my teammate in front of me? As if he got his slow ass into Q2. Oh, he did. Nice one, man. Go on, teammate. Let's do it for Salva. Hello man, what's up? Thank you for joining my stream. If you like what you see, please punch that like button. Means a lot. Thank you for watching. And, ooh, that is a good time. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that will get me through to Q3. Ooh, crap, it's getting touch and go. No, don't get knocked out. Do not get knocked out. Damn fruit.
Right. I'm gonna VRV, dude.
Right. Time to go for the final part of qualifying. You all right there?
Yeah, it's just
Oh. If it was my will to live, don't worry, that was already broken. Here we go then, the final part of qualifying. How high on the grid can I get up in Singapore? Not that it matters, because chances are I'll finish the race face first in a wall. Okay. Right then, onto the qualifying lap. Hard on the brakes. Ooh, okay, that could have been done better, but I'll take that. That was fine. Southampton FC, yeah, I support Southampton, mate. I am a Saints fan. Oh, that was great, that was. Just drifting it out of that corner. Oh, that wasn't so great. Oh. I'm abandoning the lap. I'm abandoning that lap. I do not elect to set one. I have royally messed up my front wing there, so I will just leave that. I will just let the session end and take 10th. I don't really want to burn out another set of ultra soft tyres. So I'll take 10th, which isn't too bad.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Vettel, Ricciardo and Kimi.
Here we go then. We're about to go into the Singapore Grand Prix. Having made quite a chronic mistake in qualifying.
Is back in the house.
What's up, man? I made a bit of a mistake and I'm still starting 10th, but that's as good as I could get because I got into third part of qualifying and I made a mistake on my lap.
Alright.
But I'm still starting in the top 10, so...
I'm actually going to watch... I'm going to put your live stream on, but I'm going to turn the audio
Holy titty balls!
Streets of Singapore.
Right.
Can you believe
It is raining so hard.
It feels like only yesterday that Felipe Massa was dragging his fuel hose down the...
Oh, wow.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves...
You'll be glad to know, Joe,
qualifying
I literally just went on YouTube and it says recommended and it's got your live stream as the first little bit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I've got full wets for the start, then it's going to be dry, and then there's going to be light rain near the end. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, this is going to be a tough one then. That's if I get to the end. Lights out and away we go.
It's just confusing as fuck to me. Don't think too bad.
This is going to be a race that is done on strategy, I think. So this could be...
Oh yeah, it's pissed off.
Oh my god, oh my god, he's boxing me in. Right, let's try and get up the inside here. Oh my god, that's brave. He's up to third. Well, you probably haven't seen that bit yet.
Yeah, you're at third.
Okay.
It's actually not too far delayed.
Oh.
I thought it'd be more delayed than that.
Oh god. Oh, this weather is horrible. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I've just made a mistake going at ridiculously slow speed.
You're sliding about a bit, man. Shit.
Now do you see what I mean about the circuit, how close the walls are?
It's... yeah, fuck.
I'm not even I'm just about halfway round the first lap, which will give you an indication of how long this race is going to drag.
Right, you got some patience, man. I couldn't do that.
Well, my consolation is that I will probably crash out by the end of it.
Oh, you've got to finish with a bang.
Nice to get to the end. Oh my god. The weather. Sliding everywhere.
What's your target position for this race then?
12.
Okay.
But I'd like to finish in the top 10 and get points, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't even completed the first lap yet.
Still, there's a shitload of people behind you.
Yeah.
they're having it just as difficult as you. So broke into third. I mean, that's pretty good now.
On the race. I can't believe how slow I'm having to go. I'm at least 20 seconds off my qualifying pace.
It's proper British weather. You're not in Britain, but that's British weather.
Oh, that corner again!
Shit.
The concentration level is real.
I really don't blame you.
I apologise to anyone who comments. I know I'm not particularly reading them, but there's a reason for that. Stop sliding car. There we go, come on, into the corner, there we go. Good boy. Tell you what, your heart sinks when you see that you're still only on lap 2.
Dude, I'm getting PTSD just watching it.
Oh my god. What is that, post-traumatic Singapore syndrome?
It is. Exactly. I thought you said it was Singapore, but I didn't want to say it was Singapore and look like a twat, but...
No, it is Singapore.
I thought so.
What, do you recognise the landmarks?
No, I just thought you said Singapore.
Yeah, it is Singapore. Oh god! Oh, the drifting out there. Come on, come on, come on. Give it some power. Oh yes, fastest lap!
It's the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Nice.
2 minutes 10. Oh my god. Just at 2
Oh, that
minutes
was that
10.
one. 2:10. Shit, nice.
This race is going to take just over an hour to finish. Oh god! Well, not if I keep sliding like that. I realise I've got Raikkonen right behind me.
You've just got to slide into the end as well as just sliding on this, and you'll be sorted.
Right, can I get this corner right this time, please?
I heard apparently the actual steering wheel that they use is used to resemble an Xbox controller or something. I don't know whether that's true or not.
Probably not.
Apparently it's like a console controller.
Oh, the safety car's out!
Where's the safety car? Well, let's see the safety car.
Hang on, what's
I love
happened
the
to
safety
trigger
car.
that? Let's have a look.
No overtaking.
So someone's had a moment. I'm just trying to figure out who. Because the safety car doesn't typically come out for no reason. Trying to figure out if anyone's like just binned it or something. Okay, so nothing that's immediately obvious has happened.
Safety car just wanted to come out for a little joyride.
It might just be because of the weather. Oh, that's going to drag the race out longer.
Drop your speed on filter is too low and we'll risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
You know what I think? I think you're going to go and do your thing today, and by the time you get back, I'm still going to be doing this fucking race.
Would surprise me. Afterwards, we're going to Finn's for a pint. I thought, well, least I can do is get Hex a pint, get my girlfriend a pint. Fuck it, today's payday, so.
Nice, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the safety car offers a nice moment of relief. In in what has been quite a tough race so far, but, you know. It's actually quite nice to have the safety car come out, to be fair.
Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I have literally, my knowledge on Formula One is terrible. My grand tried to get me into it. He loves it. He's like gone to see them in, well, gone to see it in Germany. Don't quote me on that, I don't know. But he's a huge fan of it. I have fucking no idea. I don't mind watching it, but I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on. My knowledge of F1 is actually probably better than my knowledge of football. And that is horrible.
Like I said, I'm glad to have the safety car out because it neutralises the race a bit. And it just gives me a bit of a timeout.
I have no clue what it does, but I assume it's
the safety car basically leads all the cars round at a slower pace because of a danger on the circuit. Like, usually someone's crashed in a dangerous position or stopped in a dangerous position. The virtual safety car is where you have to drive to a delta, aka a certain speed or time, and you can't go over that or you'll get a penalty. The safety car just basically leads all the cars round at a very slow pace or reduced pace. You can't overtake or anything. It's just so that they can clear up whatever's happened. But looking at the replay, nothing happened. So I don't know what's caused it. Maybe it was maybe the game just decided the track was too wet.
maybe. So in other words, you've basically got to stay behind the dude who's second.
Yeah. And the person who's first has got to stay behind the safety car while it goes round, and then when the safety car turns its lights off, it's going in that lap. But on this game, you just get a notification just to say the safety car is in at the end of this lap.
Oh.
And I'm thinking it's going to be out till the end of lap 6.
Right, I hate to be a pain, but I got to do one. I've got to get ready for my shoot today. So I'll catch you later on, and if you're on later on, I'll bang the headset on, see if Steely wants to game too. We'll sort something out, man.
Alright, nice man, nice man. Good luck, have fun.
Have a good race.
I'm trying.
See you later, guys.
Joss is leaving the building. Alright guys, so it's just me now. We're currently sat in P3. Strassen's gone out to do a photo shoot, which is pretty cool. On lap 5 out of 31, there is a long way to go in this race. And I will be just relieved if I get to the end of it. I think we've got another lap or two of the safety car. I'm not quite sure why the safety car came out actually, because I couldn't see anything that immediately jumped out at me as happened, but obviously there was a reason for it. We're now racing with over still 27 laps to go. Oh, it's going to be a long one. If anyone's watching, you may as well get your camp beds out and get ready for a long one. Unless I crash out, in which case that invalidates the whole thing, but I'm just taking it easy until when, yeah, the car's in front of me. I just realised I should have not gotten to lean this, really.
Well, the truck is definitely drying out, but I think we've got a while yet until it's enough to switch tyre going round.
Jeff's talking about intermediates. The track is starting to dry a little bit. It's not quite as intense as once it was, but then again we are behind the safety car. But I don't think we'll be that far away from intermediate tyres and then dry tyres. But there is more rain forecast towards the end of the race, which could make things very interesting. Ricardo, great testing me there. This feels like the longest safety car of my life. But right now I'm just happy to have it out. I do feel like intermediate's not that far away just yet. I feel like it might have been worth a gamble getting in at the end of that lap, to be fair. And just enduring on after the safety car. But then again, round here you've got an insanely long pit lane which you do not want to be navigating unnecessarily. So it could have benefited me to do that, but I don't think the track would be ready just yet. We've got another lap to do before we consider that. But you can't really see how wet the track is. It is dark out there. A dark and stormy Singapore. I feel like a couple of laps would be good to go. The safety car should be in at the end of this lap. At the moment I'm just holding back because Ricardo
Pass in about 5 minutes. Will they be working with light rain conditions?
Ricardo's lighting the brake testing thing. And there we go then. 5 minutes until light rain conditions. And I suspect it won't be much longer after that until the rain stops.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car.
And there we go. The safety car is coming in end of this lap. So once the safety car comes in, we are able to continue. Vettel will now just lead us all around at a very slow pace. And now we play the waiting game. Slowly. So the track is a little bit drier than it was when we started. I'm thinking maybe the track being too wet is the reason the safety car came out. Now just waiting. Vettel slowly leads us round. And he's going to go like a bullet out of the gun. But I'm going to go straight into the back of the car then. So we've still got potentially a couple of laps of full wet conditions. Now we are racing again. The green flags are out. Let's go racing once again. Fernando Alonso does not make the restart. However, he is out of the race. Let's have a look and see what's happened to him. I suspect that will be an engine. Which one is he? I think he's that one. Yeah, there he is. There is Fernando Alonso, car number 14. I suspect that will be an engine failure. Yes, that car is blown up in a big way. Blending in with all the spray. He's peeled that off. Will that be another safety car, I wonder? We are back racing here at Singapore, having a little cheeky look at Daniel Ricciardo. This is the closest we've been to the two leaders all race before having a look at them. So will we have a cheeky look at Daniel Ricciardo for that second place? Sebastian Vettel is already in the lead, and he's going to try and pull out just a little bit of a gap on the Red Bull, but we are right with them both now. We are right in Ricciardo's slipstream. I can barely see a thing. I'm going to take a look up the inside here. Bit of late braking is going to do it. Yes, we move up to second. We've got past Daniel Ricciardo, and now we can pile a little bit of pressure on Sebastian Vettel if we can. Vettel leads, I'm in second. Ricciardo is now behind me in third. And we are back racing in the very wet conditions of Singapore. This is tough. feel like the full wet, if it stayed full wet all race, would have gone to the end here. So late on the brakes, I really thought I was going straight into Vettel then. I really thought I was just going to careen into him, and there would have been nothing I could have done to stop me getting front wing damage at least there. And again, some very late braking, having a cheeky little look up the inside, but Vettel closes the door. He is not having any of that, and we seem to have gained a lovely bit of momentum since the safety car. Oh, we get the first warning for extending track limits though. We don't want to be doing that too many times. But we are now right on the back of Vettel. We have gained some massive momentum since the safety cars come in. And will this be a move for the lead very, very soon? Still a very, very wet circuit here at Singapore, but it is starting to just maybe dry up a little bit. As the times just tumble down, fastest lap, 2 minutes 9.3. That is some very late braking as we dive down the inside of Sebastian Vettel, and we have got him. We have passed Sebastian Vettel, and we have taken the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix, and now we reap the advantage of a clear track, nobody in front of us, which is right now what we want. While they're all fighting in the spray, we have a clear track. And it would have been the wrong call to pit in for intermediates then, because the track's still very wet, very slippery. Vettel is having a look at coming back at me.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
And Jeff just informing us that it's not the right time to move on to any other tyre yet, but we are getting towards that point.
Switching to an ultimate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to play?
Jeff is just reminding me that we've got an alternative strategy open to us. Confirm change.
Okay, copy that.
So Jeff is now informing us straight after that that now it is time to go on intermediates. And indeed, the track is starting to dry up just that little bit more. And I feel like I agree with Jeff that this is now the time to pit in and change these full wet tyres. Only 8 laps into this race. There is a long, long way to go yet. I feel like if this was a full 100% race, it would have not gone the distance. Right then, into the pits. It's time to take... Oh! That was quite a massive error to make in the pits there. As we hit the inside wall, that's going to cost us positions. Because we are now going to have to replace that front wing. And indeed, the team work on giving me a new front wing. That is a costly error. I've always had a bit of a jinx on this circuit. Oh, now I'm being held up in the pits even longer than I need to be, and an 11-second stop. It's a bit of a bitter blow to my race.
Okay, stay clear of the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So, but we're now on intermediate tyres and down in 15th, so we've lost quite a few positions down to that. But we've got to remember there is a long, long way to go in this race just yet. Anything could happen. It's Singapore after all. Right, we're now alongside Carlos Sainz, and we're not going to waste any time behind him. Here comes the move, and that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Next up then is Sergio Perez, and again he's not really one I'm going to waste too much time behind. At the moment, the intermediate conditions giving me a bit of an advantage because it is a bit wet to try and move up the order a bit. And it just depends on now when the rain is going to stop and when we move onto dry tyres. We're a little bit stuck behind Perez at the moment, but I'm going for the Felipe Massa dive bomb. That's not going to work. There's a little bit of contact. And Matt and Perez then just giving into that one. A little ambitious to say the least, but we are through. Right, next up is Nico Rosberg in P12, which will, I imagine, be a higher position once the rest of the field pit and get off the full wet tyres. Perez is looking at coming back at me. That wall nearly becoming the architect of the end of my race there. As we end lap 9, we should move up a few positions, but the top 3 that once was is now long gone. And I think a couple of cars are even beating us out of the pits. They are Verstappen and Raikkonen, so we've lost a lot of time in that pit stop, and now we're now right on the back of Verstappen on tyres that we're used to, but we go a bit sideways there, and we're still trying to correct the car, and that may be the advantage lost there, but we are still going to fight back and try and get up to the rear of Max Verstappen, try and gain that place back. Lap 10 of 31. Leader, I suspect, again, is Sebastian Vettel. I'm not sure, it'll come up on the screen in a minute. But now we're trying to get 6th position off Max Verstappen. We're still running in a good points-paying position at the moment, but it could be better, and we have got the pace to, well, for now, to give Verstappen a bit of a run for his money. Another late braking move. I've bullied Verstappen completely. Oh, he's hit my car. Oh my God. That was my fault entirely. I've got front wing damage. There's a pile up back there. How much is that going to affect me, I wonder? Can I run with this for now? I bullied Verstappen out of the way and he decided he wasn't having any of that. That was a silly move to make, particularly when I'm faster. But I think Verstappen right now has got it worse as I slide almost into the wall. Now I'm behind Jenson Button, who's in 7th place. We're now down to 8th, so we've lost a couple of positions as Sebastian Vettel takes the fastest lap. Can I hold this out till we're on slicks? That's what I want to try, because if I'm honest, I don't lose that much, particularly in these conditions. Like, I know Button is driving away from me. He's still got ahead of Verstappen, who's now in P9, but I suspect he will be into the pits at this lap. Oh no, he doesn't. He stays out. Verstappen's sticking it out. This race started out with quite a bit of promise, but it's gone downhill because of a couple of mistakes. But now we've got Button and Sainz who are stuck together, and I would like to have a little go at them if I can. I don't think we've seen the last of the safety car just yet. I think we will probably have one more safety car in this race. Right, let's try and get after Button and Sainz. They are close in combat, and we can join them. And we are catching them slowly. I'll nearly try that overtake again, but I think that's enough of going for that one. There's a bit of my front wing I lost. Verstappen also then apparently with damage to his wing. But right now we're not so fussed on Verstappen, we are fussed on these two. And they are locked in a battle for 6th. Button is right up Sainz's rear, and I'm sort of on Jenson Button. I'm just waiting for an opportunity. And I think it's going to be when Button goes for the overtake on Sainz, that'll be the opportunity to try and get in a position. currently running 8. Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race. A great lap by Lewis Hamilton. He's now on the move. We don't exactly match that time, but we've got damage, and we're also stuck behind these guys, and I'm very tentative on the brakes there. Alright, this is where it's getting a bit closer now. I'm just wondering, is the track actually going to dry out? Are we going to see any dry running weather? The forecast said so. I'm getting the forecast got something wrong. Weather report! Okay, Jeff can't hear me.
8th place, 8th place. Inters ahead of you. The gap is less than a second. There are fresh inters. The gap behind us is 5.9 seconds. There are fresh inters.
He senses the opportunity there. Jensen's rubbing me. He's not exactly liking it. He's going up the inside. Oh, he's tagged me. He has tagged me and he's gone round. That was a bit of an aggressive move, to say the least, but Butler's gone round. And yes, the safety car has made another appearance.
Keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Weather report.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving. Should stop shortly. Rain to end in a couple of minutes.
Right, so the rain is ending in a couple of minutes. That's going to make things very interesting. So I think for now, the best call is to stay out. It's going to make my race hell though when I have to change the front wing. So I might make a strategic call here and dive in for that front wing. Otherwise I'm going to lose a lot of time changing it anyway. So yeah, it's going to hurt my race. No, when is this rain stopping? I've got no clue what I'm to do here. The upside being everybody will be quite close together, but the rain is definitely easing off now. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it, I think. So we're back under safety car conditions here at Singapore because, well, I kind of spun Button out. We were racing wheel to wheel. He was right behind me. I had to make the corner, otherwise I would have gone wide into the wall. It was a bit of a silly overtake to go for, but I feel like he probably should have backed out of that one. But everybody will have their own opinions on it. We are now on lap 13 out of 31. Long way to go yet. And we are behind the safety car again. It's been quite an eventful race so far. I'm missing part of the front wing again. I swear I've spent part of my race body parts. Falling too far back! Alright, Codemasters. How's that for falling back? There you go, I'm closer to him now. I nearly completely crashed while making a point. That would have been quite funny.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
You know what? I feel like taking a gamble next lap. If the safety car's not in at the end of the next lap, which I suspect it won't be, I'm taking a gamble. The track will dry really quickly, I'm sure of it. In fact, you know what? I'm fancying taking that little bit of a gamble there.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
If the safety car is out for a couple of laps, then, you know, this might be the right call. I can change my front wing now. Right, exit. I don't know. So a few guys have had my idea. I just wonder, have I made the right call at the right time here again to save my ass? It's still a bit wet, but... Here we go. The track has dried out quite quickly though, and everyone is behind the safety car. That might have just been a stroke of genius on my part here. There is a little bit of grip. There's not an awful lot of it, but there is a little bit of it that is right now enough for what I need. And I feel like this might have just been a stroke of genius. Captain safety car Q. Safety car is out for another lap, but this has been a call to make. A lot of the rear running people have just pitted in to take the the slick tyres. Hulkenberg behind me on softs. I've gone for super softs. So Hulkenberg wants to try and go to the end of the race. So we are going to need to pull away from him. I'm kind of thinking super soft to the end, because the softs drop off so fast. And now it's looking right. What are the AI doing? There's a lot of them in the pits. A lot of them in the pits.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to
So Rosberg is on soft. So. Oh, just because he's pitted for softs, and we've moved up to 4th, and there are 3 cars in front who have not made the stops. Who are they? Hamilton, Raikkonen and Verstappen have just made calls which are going to be toxic to their race. They have just destroyed their own races here. I'm up to 4th. The top 3 are on intermediates. Let's have another look at the race director. Yep, and they have ruined their race. I'm going to take the race lead down to that making a snap judgment call. And, well, that has gifted me the race lead. Got Hulkenberg behind me. Who's behind Hulkenberg? Because that's going to be interesting. Hulkenberg, Kvyat, Palmer, Grosjean, Bottas, Vettel. So Vettel's going to have some cars to navigate. Sorry, again, I'm just looking at what tyres everybody's on. All on soft tyres, so they're all thinking they can go to the end. The plot has thickened here. So it is going to be a case of just get the hell on it while you can. They're all going to be battling amongst themselves. Surely they're all going to make another pit stop, I reckon. I don't think they can go to the end from there, but we will see. Still a long way to go in this race, a lot of things that can happen. I, for one, am looking forward to it.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates,
Okay, so I'm going to need to go like hell. Oh! Well, the safety car gets in. Jody and Palmer sitting pretty up there. 7th for Renault. We've got a very strange race order at the moment. Front three are all on intermediate, and they are surely going to have to hit this lap. That is going to destroy their race. And I think Lewis Hamilton in particular is going to be printing a massive swear word into his helmet. Surely the three of them are peeling off. Yes, they do. And we now go racing. And we are underway once again in Singapore. Lap number, I can't see, 16. So we're just about halfway through the race. And now I am leading it. Oh, a little bit wide there. But I have now taken and resumed the race lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Ooh, it's quite an unpredictable one, this. I have no idea how it's going to end. I just hope it's not with me in the wall. Right, so now I'm going to try and pull out a little bit of a gap if I can. Hulkenberg is still within 6/10 of me, but let's try and get that up a bit. A lot of slower corners as well, see that player marker, but hopefully I won't be seeing it too long as I start stretching the gap, and it's already visibly growing just a little bit. However, the strategy did suggest that rain was on the way towards the end of the race, and I really thought I was my race over then. I got very close to that wall, but it does suggest there is rain heading its way towards the end of the race. Will it hit the circuit or won't it? I get a feeling this is going to be a race where anything can happen right up to the line. Right now doing what I need to, which is just pushing on and trying to bridge a gap. It probably won't grow that much, but let's try at least and do what we can. As we set the fastest lap of the race from 1 minute 48. Hulkenberg and Kvyat behind me are in pretty close combat. Which will be a big help in helping me stretch out that bit of an advantage. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet, so the concentration right now is real. Feels weird to say that we're only 17 laps into this race, but we are. We're about just over half distance. And hopefully the rest of the race will just go by that a little bit quicker. Another solid fastest lap pulled out of the bag there. So we're doing what we need to here. And pulling those times straight out of the hat. I feel like, well, I want to try and stretch this strategy if I can. And we'll see how it goes later on. Currently on 17% at the maximum, so I'd say good to go for another 7 or 8 laps, potentially. Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race, so he's on the march. Guessing he's gone like me with the super soft tyres. I know these won't go to the end of the race. I will need to pit again. I might take a set of ultra softs to the end if there is no rain. And that is a big if. We've got a battle for second right behind me between Hulkenberg and Kvyat. They're going to have quite a bit of fun back there. A little bit slower on this lap than they have been. And the gap a little bit neutralised in sector 2. But now we've got DRS, I feel that those two might just have a little bit of a battle, and it might just throw things a little bit towards my favour. The gap behind me is nearly 5 seconds. Keep current. So maybe pitting on lap 25. For a set of the Ultra Softs. If the rain doesn't come, that is. I've heard no indication of any rain at the moment. Oh! Slight error there. I'll get away with that one though. Of course, this is operating under the assumption that the guys behind me aren't pitting, which if they aren't, I'm really fighting to get higher up in the field so that when I do pit, I can have a bit of a fight back to the end. Hulkenberg and Kvyat are looking very, very close at the moment, so that might keep them busy for the time being. Of course, they'll have people joining that fight soon. Yes, I'm hearing a low chance of rain now, so maybe. So they don't think there's going to be any more rain in this race. I think differently. I saw what I saw at the end, so I don't know if it will be a factor or not. Anything can happen in this race though. Long way to go still. 12 laps left. But there's quite a long way to go in Singapore terms. So we've got a little bit wide there. That won't do us any harm. Second place is looking pretty heated at the moment. They are very, very close on the map. So apologies to anyone who isn't answering who's commenting. I can't answer the comments because I'm really focusing. This track I've crashed out at every single time I've done a full 50% race around here. So I'm just desperate not to crash. I'm in a good position relatively. I do have to pit again though. I want to know what the guys on the soft tyres are doing. Are they going to try and go to the end or not? Because if not, I've really screwed the pooch here. 6.6 seconds to Hulkenberg and Kvyat. So I'm quite fancying maybe coming out in 6. I think that'll, if they don't pit, if I can target 6, that'll be well, that gap off the next 3 cars, essentially. So let's see where I can end up. This is literally just a mission to see how far up the order I can end up. I'm thinking of dropping it in the pits on lap 25, a set of ultra soft tyres, which will take me the 6 laps remaining to the end. So anything could happen in this race at the moment. We're still on lap 21, 10 to go. My pit window is open should I choose to make it now and get the pit stop out of the way. But for now I'm not choosing to do so, because I think if I can go another 4 laps, whack a set of ultra softs on, I can get some pretty good lap times banged in. This race is going to take about another 15 to 20 minutes to complete, pending weather, safety cars, etc. The gap behind me is 7 seconds. And I've got a pit. I've made that. Oh, that bumped me right out there. So now I've got a pit for super softs this lap anyway. Oh my god, what was that? Okay, time to pit. So I was hoping to go a bit further, but evidently I made a mistake. I've damaged my wing for the 3rd time this race, and now I've got a pit.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
I was hoping to get out ahead of the big gaggle of cars there, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let's just cruise it in now. But the damage isn't affecting me that much. Okay, no, I'm feeling it there. Let's get this in the pits. Get some tyres on it to get to the end of the race. The super softs will do just that. Oh! Well, that happened. Right, into the pits for the last time this race, hopefully. Come on, put my wing on! Oh, I'm out just behind that gaggle of cars, which isn't going to be fun at all. Oh my god, that is a horrendous blow.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And that just adds insult to injury. They took a long time putting my front wing on, but now I've got a fresh set of tyres to go to the end, and I've got just a good lap or so more of fuel. So let's see what I can do from here now. I guess the obvious answer would be to pray for rain, but you never know. I don't really want to waste too much time behind Max Verstappen. So I've made a few errors in this race which have really hampered my progress each time. It's just a bit silly, really. But I suppose the way to look at it is I'm still in the race, and there's a big scrap going on in front of me, which I'm cruising onto the back of. So right now my plan is to just keep pace with Verstappen, because he will lead me to it. Oh, he's going so slowly around that map. Should I give it a go? Fuck it. Here we go. Well, there's a brave overtake for you. Up to 19th. That is quite possibly the bravest overtake you'll ever see for 19th place. Right. What are we doing? What positions are up for grabs here? Let's go for it. Let's push on. I don't think that rain is coming. Go back onto standard mixed, so we don't really I don't really want to risk running out of fuel, because I'm going to get really into this battle now. This is going to be a bit of fun for you all now. Let's have some fun. Right, we're now right behind Kimi Räikkönen for 18th place. This massive, oh, there's been a shunt. Palmer's out of the race, can't overtake. That's a bit anticlimactic. Oh, that's a pain. Putting green flags, me and Räikkönen have the battle. We've moved up a position. So we're up to 17th now. Palmer's out of the race, sadly for him. He was running quite high. He was really looking good. Now we're right behind Lewis Hamilton for 16th. We're racing world champions for very low positions here. So this is a very unusual... This just goes to show how unusual this race is, because I've just passed Räikkönen, what is now 17th. I'm now looking at Hamilton for 16th. It's not a race that's doing any favours for the champions. I'm right on the rear of Hamilton now. And this battle is just growing. It's getting more intense every lap. And you know what? This is going to be a dive bomb for Hamilton up the inside here. 16th place. And, well, he knows more than anyone to get out of the way at that point. Right. Who's next? It's Felipe Massa in 15th. His retirement lasting longer than his world championship. But what can we do about him? This is exciting, this is. Next move, up the inside, coming down the first corner. Not quite got the slipstream. He's got the DRS wide open as well. But we're going to brake late, and that is going to be the position. Right, next up, Perez. Can we bully him out the way here? Yes, cool. Next, Gutierrez, 13th. I'm having quite a lot of fun here. It's been a tough race. It's been a race that I've made a few errors, but now I'm fighting back and having a lot of fun doing it. Lap 25, 7 to go. Can we get back into the points? There's a little lunge going on between Verline and Magnussen. I'm going to pass Gutierrez, and Magnussen's a little bit of a disadvantage here, but I'm boxed in behind Verline. What can I do? Magnussen, contact, still on his left. Down the inside, and that is 12th place. Boom, next is Verline. I don't know who's got... Oh, Button's had a mistake, and Verline got caught up behind him, and that is P10. More drama here at Singapore. And that has got to be a safety car, surely, because there is a pile up behind there. That is a traffic jam. No safety car yet, but I'm pretty sure that will have to be. Right, next up is Carlos Sainz in 9th. We've got a bit of catching to do first. The gap is 4.8 seconds. I feel we can catch that. Let's do it. Don't know if that chance... Jenson Button has been disqualified. Right, so they've obviously cleared up that traffic jam. You need to say thank you, Button. I am very thankful to Button for that. I have no idea what went on there. Right, I think Sainz is battling my teammate Nazar in 8th, so this could be a double Sauber point score here. Despite all the errors I've made in this race that have cost me big time. Or it might just end up being a battle for P9, which I would still take. In fact, I think Sainz has... No, he did not manage to get past Nazar. Light rain in 10 minutes. I think the race will just be finished by then, so I don't think there's any cause to believe that the rain will have any kind of impact on this race at all. Right, Sainz and Nasser locked in a battle for 8th now, and I want to try and catch that before Sainz gets through, because then it will give me a chance to get past Sainz. I feel like whoever's in 7th is probably a little too far up the road now, but this battle right here isn't. So really the tyre I should have gone for was the soft tyre, but you live and learn. Sainz still behind Nasser, and he will be frustrated behind there. He's got pace, and I'm just easing up to it, just trying not to throw it in the wall, because this is, I'm looking good for a points finish here. Despite everything that's gone on, that traffic jam has really helped though, because I feel like if I crashed out again and lost a wing, I could pit and still comfortably come out in front of whoever's in 11th, which is Magnussen. He's 49 seconds behind. So that has really wrecked their afternoon. How that wasn't a safety car, I don't know. That has surprised me. Right, this is where Sainz is going to have a go, but you know what? I might just be able to latch onto this. Let's have rich mix now. Let's just blitz it for a couple of laps. Sainz not quite with the momentum to get through. Here we are now in 10th, and we are just catching on to the battle for 8th, which is Nasser and Sainz. Nasser should be good for 10th place if Sainz gets through and I get through as well. So not a bad day for Sal, but considering I won the last race, I think a little bit anticlimactic to say the least, but another points finish is looking good. Sainz is in 9th. We're going to brake very late and nearly go into him there. But we are now right with this battle. We are now right with the battle for 8th. I need to quickly catch my breath before we go into this battle. It's been quite an exciting few laps. It's been quite an unpredictable race really. I've quite enjoyed racing this one. I'm not a fan of this circuit. Sainz in 9th. Oh, a bit of late braking. Can we do him it? And Sainz just gives that one up nicely. Right, now into P9. Nasser, our teammate, is next. I really don't want to run him off the road or anything, but I want him out my way. I want that 8th place. Right, let's knock it back on standard mix. And this will be a... Ooh, he did not want to let that one go easy, did he? But we've now got 8th place from Nasser. Next up is Rosberg. He will be a little bit tougher to catch, I reckon. So if we can hold position here, I will consider that a race well done. Nasser is now defending Carlos Sainz. I'm going to try and disappear up the road just a little bit. And actually, Nasser's rejoining the battle. He's not done with me yet. Oh, we could still have a bit of a battle to finish here if I don't pull away from my teammate. I don't want to hold him up, really. Let's just try and get a bit of a gap to him. If Sainz gets ahead of him, then I will hold him up a bit. Play the team game. Oh, that's not the way you take that corner. 4 laps to the end. This is going to be an intense run. Do not miss any part of it. Do not miss it. It is going to be a bit of an intense run right up to the end. So I'm not really breaking away from Nasser. And now I have a little bit of a gap on him. If Sainz gets through though, he's going to catch me quite quickly, because I'm just about starting to feel the effects of these tyres, and I'm not liking what I'm feeling.
Gap to go in front is 7.3 seconds.
3 laps to go then, in what has been a very eventful Singapore Grand Prix. the right strategy calls, but the wrong tyres, and a couple of mistakes just inhibiting me really. But I'm still in the race, can't really complain too much about that. I mean, it's just a matter of now just trying to bring it home. Some decent championship points. 4 of them to be exact. That's 4 more than I've ever scored around here. Nazar and Sainz are looking quite close. There's a big battle going on around the podium positions. I want to know who's in that battle really. I'm very curious, but I don't think I'll catch it by the end of the race. Unless there is a big collision among them, which could still happen. There's still 2 laps left of the race. I'm still just pulling away from Nazar, who doesn't really seem to... who seems right now to just have the measure of Sainz. So, a good team day, picking up a combined 6 points for the team, or maybe 5 points for the team if he's not able to hold off Sainz. 2 laps to go then. And that is quite a big gaggle of cars there. That are all racing for what I suspect is the lead. I'll read your comment at the end, mate. I can't see it right now because I'm concentrating for my life. Finish a race round here for the first time would be a good achievement for me, as I've just set the perfect first sector. I'm still hammering it on, and Nazar still having the measure of Sainz. If Sainz isn't able to get through next lap, then I think Nazar has him covered. Quite an entertaining race, to be honest. There was a nice bit of on-track action where I just passed driver after driver. There's been some plot twists with the weather. This race has just had it all, really. Racing champions for a lower position. Rosberg is in 7th. I'm trying to catch him, but well, I'm not really trying to catch him because I know that I'm not really going to. I just don't have the legs at this stage, but I'm giving it everything I got, and there is a gaggle of cars there, and oh, I nearly lost it there. That was a hot in-mouth moment. I thought I was heading straight into the wall there. Right, let's knock it on standard mix for the last lap. Look at that huge gaggle of cars. Something has got to give. Surely you think something has got to give from that. And it is just starting to rain. The rain is just starting to fall at Singapore. Adding a bit of a plot twist here. It's going to be very slippery on the last lap as the rain is starting to fall. Look at that line of cars. They're all so close together. Heavy rain arriving in under 10 minutes. We're not going to see that. Oh, this is going to be a challenging last lap. Sainz has got Nazar then. Sainz has dived past Nazar for 9th. Unfortunate for us. And Rosberg has sailed away from us on the last lap, but we're just taking it easy because the rain has arrived. And one mistake will put us in the wall. Oh, this is slippery. And Nico Hulkenberg then taking the win for Force India. Great result for him in the end. What a race he drove. But here we are, completing for the first time ever a race around Singapore. This is a momentous achievement for me right now. I've never completed a race around this circuit, and I've completed it nicely in the points.
A great win then for the Force India team today.
Could have been better. A couple of strategic
What do you think made the
mistakes and a couple of on-circuit mistakes probably hampering my progress, but at the end of the day, still finished in 8th, which isn't bad. Got to the end of the race.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Force India have really come a long, long way in this sport. And what a special race
And
this
what
was,
a mixed
to
up
see them
result
earn
we've
that
got.
top spot.
Hulkenberg taking the race win. Kvyat grabbing, I think, is second, and Vettel grabbing third.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the
Hello.
Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their
I am a
advantage at the
Hungarian
top
F1
has
fan.
been
This is
reduced.
cool live.
Now I'd like to ask you,
Thanks, man. I
Anthony
really
Davidson, who
appreciate
was
that.
your
Thank you
driver
for
of
joining
the
my
day?
stream. That's pretty cool. Thanks for subbing to my channel. I can't really read your username. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Kenneth, for joining as well. Durs Winners says hello. Hey, man. Thank you for watching my stream. Thank you to a lot of you for watching that, actually. So the result in the end, Hulkenberg, Kvyat, Vettel, Ricciardo, Grosjean, Bottas, Rosberg, me, Sainz and Nasser. Raikkonen getting 11th, so despite my complaining at the beginning of the stream, I actually did beat Raikkonen. So that's quite funny. The race taking itself 65 minutes to complete. It felt longer than that. It felt longer than that. So the Drivers' Championship then, we remain in 7th with that decent finish. Hulkenberg has moved up the order to 9th. Hamilton still remaining as the championship leader despite that race. And Vettel has moved forwards a bit with his points today. Alright then, all that remains to be said then is thank you so much to anyone who watched the stream, commented, etc. And until the next time, it is goodbye from me. Bye guys.